Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Go now.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They start the drive with White, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On play action, it's Carr. He'll get that out to the flat to White. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The 40. Past the 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said, take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He finds some open field here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. On 1st down, Carr. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get...
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Again, they keep it on the ground, and again, it's Johnson. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback. his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact and second down. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence is going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Lawrence. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars! Zay Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Hey, 7:34.
Adams the man in motion right. Carr now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Carl trying again on second down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Young. And the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Chubb on 1st down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On play action, now Carr. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Let's go. Hey, orbit.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jags have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Carr now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Throwing on first down is Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Carr. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hey, 7:34, 6:37.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To throw his Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Adams the man in motion right. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Carr on the bootleg. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Adams the man in motion right. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Adams the man in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. On 2nd and 12, Carr. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Carr going to go on 4th down. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. The carry here for the big tight end. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
93. 93. Express.
Now Carr. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Carr. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A give running right is Chubb. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Hey, doctor! Hurry!
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Blankenship's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match the opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And the slot man goes in motion left. First down, here's White. To about the 26 here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get into all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was just saying could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Carr. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Carr to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Adams the man in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. It might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Las Vegas, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.